Hello everyone, back with Fake Grand Order with the Sin chapter. Last time Uyobuchi went full Chuni and he gave us a masterpiece. I was actually a little disappointed by that scene. Like the post Spartacus sacrifice was really cool, but the actual sacrifice itself was okay. Let's bring. Oh, this is probably the Red Hare, right? So the Red Hare are a bunch of enemies. Okay, so single target, King Hassan. What do I want to frontline? I think I start off with Needle Gris. It's a lot less disastrous to have an AoE servant than against a single target than a single target against a AoE. Did I say that right? I hope so. We want? Yeah, we're not allowed to bring Spartacus anymore. Well, actually, I guess we can bring HorseyEatYou. I forgot to send her, but I don't think I really have any. Do I have XP stockpiled? I might have a little. There she is. Okay. Let's do. Yeah, keep the plug suit. When the Red Hare showed up last time, he's the only new rider this chapter. It makes sense that it would be him. I imagine when we fight him, then we're like, wait, we can betray Qin Huang, and he's, oh, let's betray him. I love betrayal. I'm Blue Boo. So what's our next move? The first thing we should be doing is tracking down the shadow border, but we cannot leave. These people defend for themselves. Qin Huang wants them dead. Right. Pretty sure Qin Huang is aware that the whole Operation Wall Drop thing failed. It's no stretch to imagine Akata and Xiangyu being sent back to finish the job, only they've got to be guarding the border now, seeing as that's the enemy's top priority. Right. Don't see dropping chunks off of the Great Wall as something that gets done often or in rapid succession. I'm sure Qin Huang doesn't want to damage the land any more than strictly necessary. That said, if we stand in one place too long, I'm sure the Emperor will try it again, so we need to keep moving. You want to take the villagers here with us? That would put them in the crossfire of our battle. Too dangerous. What would you have us do, Horsey? I want to hear your plan, Jinkei. I don't get to make decisions. I only follow them. My plan? I agree with Senpai, Jinkei. You're great at coming up with plans. You think? Well, if you need my help that badly, guess I'd better step up, huh? Our biggest problem is how Qin Huang can keep tabs on us from the Great Wall. How many of Da Vinci's bounded field devices do we have? She gave Senpai and me one each. We also have a single backup unit. Then we should split up in 3 directions. The main group will go after the shadow border. The other 2 will take the villagers somewhere safe. Is there anywhere safe, seeing how Emperor Guy is looking straight down at us? Fortunately, that the Emperor can only look straight down may be our saving grace. All that is needed to avoid such a gaze is something overhead, like a cave or a forest thick with foliage. Won't know how well the camouflage device is working until we give him a shot. And of course, if Qin Huang loses sight of us, then I expect someone will come searching at ground level. So we can expect the nearby areas to be crawling with those mechanical soldiers. And we'll have to kick the stuff out of them every time, pardon my French. How we're going to keep a low profile if we do that. They ain't exactly the best for hiding either. Which is why each group will need a skilled fighter, since there'll be no getting around the fact that we'll all run into patrols at some point. Mordred and Najah, like each of you to guard half of the villagers. Mashu, Horsey, and I will go after the shadow border. What happens when the villagers are finally safe? Our ultimate destination is Xiangyang, so we can hide out near there until we wait to rendezvous. How does that sound? Works for me. Your plan's got more holes than a sieve. That'll make it easier to adapt on the fly. I too have no significant objections, and it's settled. We were born in this village, been here all our lives. Now we have to leave it behind. So sorry we dragged all of you into this, but if you stay here, your lives will be in danger again. But that's not fair. What did we do to deserve this? You didn't do jack stuff, pardon my French. Qin Huang just threw a tantrum because you got to know us a bit. None of this is your fault. This is just what happens to normal people during war. You've just got to think of it like a tornado or an earthquake or something else outside your control. This can't be happening. I don't know. The idea of getting to go somewhere that's not here is kind of... How do I put this? It's like a hot feeling in the bottom of your chest. Kind of makes me want to yell and shout and run around in circles. I know, it's so exciting. This must be what Spartacus meant when he talked about freedom. Heck yeah, it is. In our world, something so precious people risk their lives to protect it. What's with this stupid talisman? Hey, HorseyEatYou. How's jail? How can they seal away my spirit origin with mere sage arts? It's not fair. Well, aren't you a sorry sight, HorseyEatYou? Akuta, you came to rescue me! Come on then, hurry up and get this stupid thing off me. I didn't think I'd have any trouble breaking free of these obsolete sage arts, but annoyingly, this talisman uses a spell made for sealing away gods. As I am now, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it. And I should help you? Why, exactly? Ah, don't be like that. You and I are the only ones in this lost spot who can really count on each other. That's odd. Could have sworn that the disciples of the foreign god were supposed to be entirely neutral in all of this. Didn't the rules say that you weren't allowed to help any one cryptor in particular? Don't be silly! Of course I'm making an exception for you, Akuta! Oh, we go way back, don't we? Yes, I suppose we do. Which is why I find it so surprising that you never realized this about me. I've always utterly detested you. Well, maybe not per se, but another foxwoman just like you. Tamamo? I don't know what made you end up manifesting like that. You sure took your sweet time getting there. Don't you know it's weird to go babbling about a lady's past? The point is, you and I are cut from the same misanthropic cloth, right? Don't you think it would only benefit us if we both played nice? If you're gonna bring up mutual benefit, HorseyEatYou, I have even more reason to refuse. How could helping you possibly be worth getting on Qinshi Huang's bad side? Oh, you really went there, huh? In this world, when it comes to business, you're either a client or a product. I was hoping to keep you as a client, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Goodbye, HorseyEatYou. Knock yourself out trying to find an escape from this. You'll never succeed. She's really serious about him. That wasn't the look of a recluse afraid to put herself out there. She must have found her nerve after running into him again so unexpectedly. I wish I could be happy for her. But all I can think about is how stupid this lovey-dovey stuff is. So ends another ancient, I guess. Oh well, just means I'll have to find another client. And that means there's one more thing I can sell here now. Does anyone have services for you? Never stop chasing our dreams. I don't know if I love her or I hate her. Or both. Yeah, these are tire tracks. They definitely came this way. Fofo! Oh yes, I guess I should have expected you to tag along too. I don't think others are okay. You just focus on taking care of yourself right now, Horsey. How are you feeling? Still a little feverish. Oh yeah, what's happening to Gordolf? Guess he's with the Shadow Warrior, right? Fortunately, we can't afford to go any faster. We need to conserve energy in case we have to fight. That's true. These tracks are old, so I'd say the enemy's way ahead of us. Even if we can't catch up to them, we definitely can't afford to fall any further behind. The fact that they also took Da Vinci Holmes and the rest with them must mean that... How do we know that? I guess Najal probably told us. Yeah, they're trying to figure out how the Zero Cell engine works. They can't work it out themselves. They'll need to make the ones who built it talk. At least we shouldn't have to worry about them being immediately executed, but that'll only last so long. Once they've outlived their usefulness, it's entirely possible Qinshi Huang won't want them as prisoners. There's no sense getting too worked up about it. We can't afford to take our time either. Sorry, Horsey, but you'll just have to hang in there for now. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Really? I mean, I have to wait like 10 turns to use my Mystical, but hey, who cares about that? Wait, I'm seeing hostile figures at 12 o'clock. It's more of Qinshi Huang's mechanical soldiers. Oh, I made the right decision! I guess it's not Red Hare then. Huh. So I see. They figured we were due to run into some. I'd just as soon have been wrong. Okay. I do think Red Hare will be showing up this chapter, but maybe it's as an ally instead of an enemy. We'll see. Anyway, what do I talk about? Well, I was talking about Higurashi last time, I think. So, and Ruby. I remember talking about Ruby. I mean, this was like 30 minutes ago. It wasn't like yesterday or something. Only 2 of them? That's an insult, honestly. Yeah, what is there? Like, I'm exhausted of everything. I need to watch more Yubi. This is the only thing we could talk about here. There was the Christmas event. Like, I already talked about that. It's in depth as you really can. It was a boring event, honestly. You had the lottery to find though. Well, boring's a little unfair. There have been worse events. Like, it wasn't bad, just wasn't good. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Well, I'm still not sure if I want to do the Oku event. I guess that's what we could talk about. Like, they'll be in March, I think? I looked at the dates. That's around March or April, and Lost Boat 4 is around June-ish. Which means... I mean, this will probably be a good... Like, probably March-ish, right? Because I've been uploading Lost Boat 2 pretty slowly. Like, I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in. That's 20 episodes. This one's gonna be like 15 episodes. So, I mean, it will be pretty slow. But I'm just kind of happy that I'm almost caught up with Grand Order, so I can start recording other stuff. I was doing a little Final Fantasy VIII, and like, back in Lost Boat 2, but now I'm just going hard on Sin, because mostly the New Year's event. I don't want to miss that. I think it gives you bells too, which will be nice. You know, use skills. Hearts, I guess. But I think we'll make it, like, unless something goes terribly wrong and I can't record for 2 weeks. I mean, it is Christmas time, but... And after that, I can hopefully do some Salem, because I want to get that done. But also, just a break from Grand Order seems nice. I don't know if I want to go back to Chaos Child just yet. Because I want to be able to, like, binge Chaos Child. I haven't really been able to do that with Grand Order. Also, it's hot in here. It's December 20th. Why is it hot? The heater's off. The battle's over. No more enemies in the area. There's even more of them than I thought there'd be. No way did they just happen to be here on patrol. Think I might know why. Take a look at these remains. Huh? That's odd. We didn't destroy these. Exactly. Someone else must have fought them before we got here. The ones we just fought may have been reinforcements who got here too late. They may have come to investigate the battle's aftermath. It's a safe bet that neither Mordred nor Najah came this way. So does this mean there's someone else out here butting heads with the Empire besides us? Maybe our rogue servant? I thought they'd assume like Holmes because the Shadow Border came this way, but you know. It's very possible. Especially since we just saw the Spirit Ordering guy flare up. Hey, this can't be a coincidence. Like, obviously it's the Red Hare, but from our knowledge. Then if we can manage to find them, we might just get a new ally. Or a new enemy if we're unlucky. Either way, we'd better investigate further. Try looking around here and see what we can find. I wonder... Oh, not done yet. Well, certainly won't be expanding my clientele anytime soon if I don't get out of this prison. Can't believe this talisman is the genuine article. Never thought humans would be able to keep the sage arts working for over 2,000 years. I was clearly wrong. If you even managed to advance them here, you really need to leave. This Lost Boat and I do not get along. I mean, what was the mere human thinking? Going all the way to Mount Penguai? It claims secret sage arts. If you're gonna go that far, you might as well have stayed there and become a sage yourself. Why does this clown get off coming back to the human world and staying on as emperor? Just think about that stupid emperor, that stupid missing face. Makes me mad now. Pardon my French. Missing face? Can't believe I let myself get trapped like this, all because I couldn't get a read on the emperor's expressions. Oh. Does he not have a face? Like, she's talking... Like, obviously, he's a servant you can summon, he has a body. But I guess he doesn't have a body yet? I feel like I remember fighting him as a servant. Huh. Hey, you. Oh, it's you. Think I'd see you in a peaceful lost spot like this. But I guess you show up just about anywhere. What is it, foreign priestess? Oh, I have no idea what you're saying. Be sure to hurry up and learn our language already. Wonder if Krishnaya already understands you. Maybe he's even keeping a record of everything you've been saying and doing that involves us. I don't know that's any of my business. After all, my contract is with the foreign god, not you, even if you do speak for it. But never mind that. Do you think you could peel this talisman off for me? This Lost Boat's king is a tough negotiator. The other Lost Boat kings might be monsters that no human can control. But Qinshi Huang pulls that off while still somehow remaining human. Monsters that rely on brute strength are terrifying just by existing, but devious humans are terrifying because of what they actually do. So I promise you, if something isn't done soon, the cryptors are going to lose their hold on this Lost Boat. That archaic emperor might even end up cutting down the tree of evidence before it can become your seedbed, you know? That smug Tamamo is interesting. Archaic, you say? Do tell, Yan Yansky, exactly which part of us is archaic, Dang it. Bye. Enjoying your conversation with the wall, are you? Oh, he can't see her? We see you must have finally lost it, as they say. Flattered you go out of your way just to peep on me in my little cell here, your Imperial Majesty. Teehee, you can peep anywhere you want, yet you still can't see what's really important. What a joke. We've passed judgment on Chaldea. Now the time has come to properly assess your conduct as a visitor of our empire. As it now? Does it mean you finally realized that Chaldea was your mortal enemy all along? Indeed we have, but that does not absolve you of your own separate crimes. Whatever do you mean? The enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Chaldea is both your enemy and mine, your Imperial Majesty. Certainly not the one who's been ruining your farms. But you're the one who brought those demonic beasts that began eating our people around the time Chaldea appeared, no? Crap, forgotten about that. Oh, well, exchange, I guess they fell in my pocket or something? That dress doesn't have pockets. Really, do you have any proof that was my mistake? There's no difference between summoning demonic beasts and summoning heroic spirits after all. How do you know Chaldea isn't just playing dumb? Look, if you have to pull the "do you have any proof that it was me" card when you're not in court, you've already lost. He's the judge, jury, and executioner. Only guilty people say that. Chaldea takes pleasure in disturbing my people's way of life. They never kill them just for sport. But you, on the other hand, take pleasure in nothing so much as messily devouring humans. Thus, we hardly need conduct a thorough investigation to determine your guilt. I see. So you still have a record of my past self, even in this last bout. Alright then, what are you gonna do about it? Do you even have time to waste now that you know that Chaldea is the greatest threat to you and your nation? It is true that we do not. While we're quite adept at parallel processing, our greatest concern is indeed Chaldea. We can only afford to dedicate our rare spare moments to dealing with you. Uh-oh. So we're afraid that your interim punishment will have to be somewhat artless, messy. That talisman seals your powers, preventing you from fighting back, yes? Then we can delegate your punishment to these automata. What? As such, these puppets will torture you until we can see to your punishment ourselves. Oh, hang on. You're joking, right? I mean, you're Qinshi Huang, the greatest emperor of this domain. Surely you can't be so completely twisted. We do not do this for your own enjoyment, our own enjoyment. It's our duty to see justice served. Wait, please don't do... Oh. That's not good. I don't like these sound effects. We're sorry about this, but we simply lack the information to determine how spirits such as servants and alter egos behave in worlds that are not their own. Ooh. For all we know, destroying your body, accidentally or otherwise, may even set you free. Neither can we afford to let you bury this place in sulfur. Pain noises. As long as you are manifested here, you're bound to that physical body. This much we are certain of. So we will keep you alive, but ensure you lack the strength to escape. If we order your body drilled full of holes day and night, every piercing major blood vessels, you should survive, but be unable to replenish your magical energy, and so have no choice but to behave. Let's not get captured by this guy. Please, forgive me. Just let me go in. Promise I'll leave right away. I'll never come to this lost boat again. So please, please stop this. Another question. Even if you did leave, you're never so more evil in other histories, no? You would only so more evil. Besides, there's more to you than meets the eye. You weigh far more than all the servants combined. Even I was shocked to see your soul, or rather, your spirit origins mass, weighs nearly 100,000 tons. Oh, she's heavy. Oh, that's a face. We're destined to rule all of the human world. That'll never change, regardless of what time or fate itself may have in store. As you are a sworn enemy of mankind, we have also the more reason to deny you your freedom. So you even care about peace in the other lost boats? You really are hopeless, aren't you? Very well. Your torment in our land will continue until you turn to stone. We can put you into eternal slumber once we devise a proper sealing ritual for you. Till that day comes, you'll face justice for your crimes. We suggest you spend this eternity of torture reflecting on the many people you have killed, the pain and suffering you have caused them. So, kinda deserved, but also like kinda... I don't like these sound effects. How do I turn to stone? This is jerk the gang in. Sun Wukong? No, please! Yeah! I have a feeling we're gonna be teaming up with Koi and Skye here. Or at least, not necessarily letting her go. And I have a feeling she's gonna do something to get back at Qin Shi Huang. Yeah, enemy is my friend, no? More writers? Ooh, so we were just talking. What do I say? I mean, starting with Needle Chris is definitely safer than King Austin, right? Unless we want to go all out on the gamble. I don't think I really want to, though. Or do I? I don't know. I think we go for it. We're definitely seeing him in this chapter. There's no way we're not. And I don't think Chen Gong had a sprite like in-game thing, right? So like, I mean, if there's a writer and a caster, we'd definitely be fighting them. Like, oh, we might not even fight the Red Hare though. that's the tough thing. And what's done is done. Pitiful. Everyone we meet here is so weak I can hardly stand it. But then these aren't people, are they? They seem to be mechanical puppets. How awful. This year, I don't know when we'll ever get to form a contract with a master. I think it'd be a bit too much horseplay, but I asked whether they're a master before kicking them to death? Not at all. In fact, that sounds like an excellent idea. That said, anyone capable of ordering us around should be able to take a good kick from you without even losing their smile. Okay, so we are fighting him? Whoa. 2 horses, 3 horses. We got me, the Force, and Red Hare. Master, I see human figures up ahead. Red Hare's not a human. Dang it. No, wait. It's one human figure and one... Yes! Equine figure? Except it looks like the horse has a weapon? How do you say it? Equine? Equine? I don't know. Seems they've noticed us too. They're headed this way. Well, hello there. It's good to finally meet another servant. One who appears to be accompanied by a mage with command spells, no less. I say I'm rather jealous. It would seem you have a master with whom you have formed an official contract. Does that mean you two don't have a master? No, we do not. That master of yours happens to be looking for new servants. Then it seems this is a most fortuitous encounter indeed. Does that mean you'll form a contract with me? Oh yes, we'd be happy to. As long as you all survive. What do you mean by that? I mean we're going to kill you now, of course. Okay. Huh? Oh? So it's gonna be like that, huh? You're okay with this, Shinkai? Why? We still have obligations to our lord from when we're alive, you see? So we make it a point to only swear loyalty to those who are truly strong. Oh, one of those, yeah. The Flying General has a reputation to uphold, after all. We retainers must stay true to ourselves, no matter how many times our souls may transmigrate. The Flying General. There's only one person in Lubu Fengshin's clan as eloquent as you. You're Shengong, aren't you? Haha, so you figured me that out quickly, did you? I'm just a tactician for the rear guard, so my true name is hardly worth hiding. But if you mean to serve as our general, we're to trust you with our lives, then we must be certain You are too strong for us to kill, and so we'll try to do so now. If you die in this battle, then our alliance was never meant to be. Answer me this. Are you my master? One second, don't bother. Die! Oh, I gotta read his voice in a Kyousuke voice. Just, hold on, I gotta, Natsumi is a great skier! Like that. Just keep doing that and I can get it down. It's a little Buster's reference, same voice actor. He has like a, I don't know how to what is Mask the Saito to Kyousuke? And Hidden Identity is a completely joke thing. He wears a mask and talks in a silly voice. I'm glad I brought King Awesome, by the way. I chose correctly. What do you think, first health bar? My guess. This probably won't completely get it down, but it'll get close. Anyway, yeah, Little Busters is very good, by the way, if you haven't heard it. Or watched it. I've seen a little bit of the anime. It seems like it's a fine adaptation. Like, you probably still lose out on some of the more meta aspects of Little Busters. It's slightly meta. Also, the Red Hare is very big. And crits hard. Oh, I guess he got captures, huh? Okay. This might finish him. Like, some people would argue Little Busters is the best key visual novel, but what's the word? Oh, really? I'm not a horse? Oh my god. Oh. That doesn't do no damage now. Is the crit down? Let's critical hit rate up. Huh. Feels like that didn't do a lot of damage. Let's go and do this. Maybe we actually want Wiper to die just to... Like, who's next in line? Is it you? I don't know. Yeah, I'm partial to rewrite. I want to reread it, but I'm just waiting for the official translation to come out. So I can also, you know, get the better translation, because apparently the current one isn't great. I've heard mixed things about it, but apparently it's not good. Oh, self-destruct? No, don't self-destruct. So I didn't know Shengang actually showed up here. He becomes summonable in like 6 months, I think. That doesn't stun you. It's for the anniversary, I think. Like when like Jason and Charlotte and Paris and what's her name? Salim. Sorry, I had to cut it. What was I saying? Actually, forget. It's not good. I genuinely don't remember what I was talking about. I think I cut off mid-sentence too. Oh, that sucks. I'll never get to hear the end of that thought. Well, if I go back and look at it, I'd be able to finish it, but nope. Never gonna hear it now. It's Kyousuke. Oh, rewrite plus, yay! He's AoE. I'm glad I got it. This horse is strong. I'm gonna have to look up sometime soon, like the upcoming battles, just because I know this last battle only gets harder. I remember having to use my command spells, I think even multiple times. But, you know, I waited days. Like, I remember fighting tanks. Was that one time or one turn? I don't remember. One turn, looks like. Okay. This guy hurts, though. Should probably use Moshu's thing next turn. Thank you for not killing King Hassan. We might actually want him to get hit just to charge his thing. Anyway, I'm let a backline convert you. You know, assassin. Even at third level isn't great. Even at max level, her attack stat's pretty low. That's why we grail her. I think I will. I want to see the end of the last belt first before I decide. Okay. Is this speaking? Well, everyone, go ham. See what this will do. Should get him below 50k. Oh! That's a good crit. Oh! You got him. Right of you, King Hansen. Okay, we got bit of bond. Rider statue. Thank goodness. Needed one of those. I haven't needed statues in like, I don't know how long. And I guess, to be fair, I haven't max ascended everyone. Like, there are several servants I haven't, so... Dozens of servants I haven't. Red Hare again? No, okay, it's random enemies. He's right here. Level 92. The level 90, not level 92, like this waiver is. So almost definitely need AoE. There's a surprise! The Red Hare had 2 horses inside of him. That'd be silly. But also, I wouldn't put it past fate. Was that name? Alright, that's enough. Well, Red Hare, I believe this boy is more than strong enough for us to serve. What do you think? That was fun! Thanks, Kyousuke. This master's majesty and sheer presence would outshine even Guan Yu himself. Guan? I'd be happy to let him ride on my back. Really? I'll try. Oh, I'm Lubu Fengxian. Pleased to meet you. You look a bit different than the Lubu I know. What? Is that intentional? Yes, it is best you ignore that bit. It really does not matter at all. Moving on. Well, I guess I wanted her dad's servants this strong to our lineup. What do you think, Master? Welcome aboard, notorious betrayers. Thank you, my lord. Or I guess that's just Lubu, huh? Well, I mean, they are still not. Well, he's Lubu. As for today, I, Shangang, recognize you, Lord Horsey, as my master. Swear an oath of undying loyalty. I don't buy it. Oh. Uh-oh. So getting to know each other is going to have to wait. Failure fight. Looks like someone noticed our battle. Makes sense. We're not exactly keeping it quiet. What good fortune. Seems you needed to wait to give us a test run, so to speak. Yeah, in fact, this might be the best kind of welcome party for a couple of war-loving nuts like you. Yes, let's do this. Stand back now, Lord Shangang. Me? Why? You don't have a great strategy I've been dying to test out. We haven't put you in the game yet. Have to wait 6 months. You mean the strategy where you point to the enemy and say to me, go blow yourself up with them? That's his noble phantasm. That would get people killed if they weren't robots, you know? Clucking tongue. Clucking? You mean clicking? This is a chicken. Yeah, I guess they just shouldn't want to put him in the game just yet. I mean, they added 2, 5, 6 new servants this last spot, so I mean, that's already more than the past last spouts. Although, you know, back in like the singularities, we got a ton of servants, but remember back when we got, I think America had like almost 10 new servants, I think. Hey, hold on, let's count. Nightingale. Was Rama new then? Yeah, I think Rama. Billy the Kid, Geronimo, Maeve, Kukalin Alter, Thomas Edison, Helena. That's 8. I might be missing one. Yeah, I think Camelot also had a pretty big amount. There you go. Bedivere, Lancelot, Tristan, Artoria Lancer, Nitocris, Ozymandias, Serenity. Is that 8 or 7? Because I extended my thumb, but I don't know if I did that to count or just on accident. So 7 or 8, yeah. But like last fall too, like 4 new servants, I think. They basically just kind of cut down on the amount of 3 stars we get. Kind of disappointing. Well, why make 3 stars when we can make 4 stars? But yeah, I'm looking forward to when we get the 1 and 2 stars in a couple months. Because I've only leveled Charlotte and I think just her on the Japanese servers. Because she is cute. But I've heard Shengang is very good gameplay wise. Like he's Aryash but better. So I mean, I'll finally level them on here. And the Japanese servers, like, I don't need them. I have 2 Caster Artorias and a bunch of art servants. Like I can just loop with like Jean Archer or like Musashi Berserker or like Da Vinci Rider or you see anyone. Jean Archer is very good at looping. Can I get Needle Chris? It's too much waiver. Anyway, I am starving. But I hope there's no Pulse Battle dialogue so I can go make food. What's the best vegetable? See, I'm gonna eat some broccoli. And I think broccoli is up there, honestly. Like, what are like green beans? Okay, green beans are good. We have green beans. Oh, I might make green beans actually. And green beans and broccoli. That sounds good. I don't know what I'll make for the main dish, but I'll think of something. But dang it! Why don't you eat? Oh, hey there! Can you hear me okay, horse? Hey, they're letting you talk to us? Huh? Oh? Da Vinci? Oh, good. Looks like we've got a clear signal. I knew modifying our portable comms to use void space and give us some truly insane range would be a good out. My genius at work. Yes, that's very impressive, but not yet all been captured. Indeed, we're currently being confined some distance from you, at Hong Kong. We would have called sooner, but we had a little too much in the way of supervision. I thought they were at the capital because that's where it is on the map. Anyway, it really sucks that they took the border with them. But at least me, Holmes, Gordy, and the rest of the staff are all being held in the same place. Oh, okay. I'm surprised they didn't take your comms when you were captured. Yeah, I thought that was pretty weird too. I think it's because they're trying to get us to talk so they can monitor the conversation, though. Indeed. Had their intent been for us to converse, they would not likely have been put us in separate cells. They just don't think it's worth the hassle. Like, they don't think of us as the threat. That's my guess. Sorry from that, the security here seems pretty solid. They're lax on the comm stuff, but they sure made a point of taking away all of our weapons. Huh. You know how the guards have been treating us? Say they must not have noticed the comms. Oh. Or more likely, they just didn't suspect these devices could be used for communications at all. Really? Surprised they would overlook something that important. I imagine it simply never occurred to them that we might be carrying around communications devices. But these are prison guards, right? How could they be so careless and keep their jobs? Well, I mean... Remember, this last about science and engineering are developed completely differently from our own, right? And what's equally true for what it excels at as well as where it is lacking. Aha, I recognize that tone. Figured something out, haven't you, Holmes? Well, why would you need to communicate when Qin Huang is everywhere, right? I surely have. Think back to Qin Huang, gained immortality by exchanging a physical body for a mechanical one. Even if they've added to that body's functionality ever since, don't you find it odd that it is expanded in such absurd proportions? Technology does get smaller as it gets more advanced. Like, you know, think of like 30 years ago we had big old computers, now we have little tiny phones. Now that you mention it. Then there's the enormous gap between the technology the Emperor employs and the primitive way the farmers live their lives. They may enjoy the benefits of this last world's advanced medicine and biochemistry, but their machinery has not advanced beyond the medieval era. Note now that it's part and parcel of the Emperor's attempts to maintain perpetual ignorance throughout the Empire citizenry. Stop saying big words, I'm too hungry to say them. This is to say that while this last world may be highly technologically advanced, the sole beneficiary of those advancements is its ruler. By design, these technological advancements will never spread to the masses. Yeah, Edison would go nuclear if you heard that. Yeah, you'd be like, wow, think of all the money we're losing! Remember, we could patent that! Remember how we were also told that most of the wheat grown here is used for fuel rather than food? This also means that all the astonishing technology here runs on old-fashioned combustion engines. Yikes. Now that you mention it, I guess it would, wouldn't it? This may seem preposterously inefficient with regards to fuel from our standpoint, but if Qinshi Huang, the capital of Xiangyang to which the Emperor is attached, the only ones using said fuel, I imagine that they are still able to meet their energy needs regardless of that inefficiency. Even the environmental cost of harvesting such massive amounts of biofuel is unlikely to become a serious problem without anyone else making use of electricity. I see. Suppose you could get away with it then, so long as you're taking the entire planet, which the Emperor has done. But now, he doesn't have the planet. Now then, let's try a little thought experiment, shall we? In a situation where there's no incentive whatsoever to develop technology for mass production and widespread use, what would be most neglected? Oh, I know. Miniaturization and optimization, right? Precisely. Technology only sees widespread use once it's sufficiently compact and affordable. But in this hospital, neither of those concerns are a factor. No, isn't he like listening to this? Qinshi Huang's ability to monitor everything within the Empire simultaneously is a remarkable feat. But I cannot imagine a way to maintain it at that scale without massively inefficient labor costs. However, if Qinshi Huang is the only one using such a system, any concerns about cost effectiveness would be moot. The idea for integrated circuits would never occur to the Emperor, nor would there be any concern about cost when the entirety of the nation's resources exist for Qinshi Huang's sole personal use. Get it, let me eat! Sounds like a pharaoh ruling from high atop their pyramid. Did pharaohs rule from pyramids? I doubt it would even occur to the world's inhabitants to carry around machines for personal use. There certainly isn't any need for them to carry individual communicators if they converse with their Emperor wherever they may be. For that matter, in this world, the very concept of long-range communication is the Emperor's sole domain. There's no real need for private communication between individuals over a distance here, nor would it even be permitted. So that's why the idea that we might have some way to communicate with each other like that never even occurred to them. That said, I also thought Qinshi Huang would be blinded by pride in their own superiority to proper human history, that our technology wouldn't even get real notice. For the most part, I believe you are right, Da Vinci. Certainly the Emperor took interest in the Shadow Border Zero Cell technology, but it seemed nothing else was worthy of attention. And we'll just have to explode every such arrogant blind spot to win. I'm too hungry, I can't read. At any rate, glad we know where you all are now. You should be able to reach Hong Kong in about a day or two from our current location. Yes, I would encourage you to move with all possible haste. You see... How come the director's been so quiet? Well, Gordy's asleep. Well, actually, he's grown so weak that he's passed out. What? But why? He should still have plenty of time left. Is it the poison? He didn't seem that weak the last time I saw him. The worst thing about Korean's guy's poison is that it has different effects on different people. I think it has something to do with the victim's karma. The more, well, bad stuff they've done, the more they're punished. In Horsey's case, the effects haven't been any worse than a bad cold. Yeah, commit 2 genocides, only get a couple turns of, Mystic Code. Cooldown. But Gordy's already had his digestive system fail. What? That's not good. You know, I thought it was weird too. I haven't seen Tubby stuffing his face once since we got here. So he wasn't able to keep anything down at all. He was only getting by thanks to an IV drip I was giving him discreetly while we were on the border. Sorry I didn't say anything before, but he insisted I keep it a secret. It's his way of trying to make you not worry. Poor Director Gordolf. No idea who's struggling that badly. Q. Is that bacon? Q? Bucko? Q? I think he might prefer being unable to breathe to being unable to eat. I can't imagine Gordolf fasting. So once we got tossed in here and I couldn't treat him anymore, his condition got real bad real quick. Doesn't look like the guards have much interest in helping him either. Qinshi Huang's only interest is in Da Vinci's mind. Gordolf's health is really not a concern. Indeed, I hardly think the Emperor cares if the other prisoners survive at all. This is terrible, Senpai. You need to hurry there and rescue them right away. Please do. That said, I do have one spot of good news. Turns out a surprise guest is staying here with us. Dang it, Holmes, knock it off. This isn't the time for your usual koi nonsense. Who is it? It's not Akuta, is it? Oh, Koi and Sky. Da. Ah, yes, quite right. Let me come right to the point then. Seems Koi and Sky is being killed here in the same facility. Really? If we can all rendezvous here, we'll have a very real opportunity to turn things around and capture Koi and Sky ourselves. Okay. I can go eat now. I'm guessing the prison is the square thing on the map then. That's my guess. I thought she was at the capital, but I guess if there's a prison, then it makes sense she'd be there. Courts and what are bells? Bells? Ah, horseshoe. That makes sense. Funny. Okay. Yep. Okay. Prison camp. 3 arrows. The Poppy Girl. It's a writer? Or we just random enemies for the first fight? I think I know what this is a reference to. I think I don't think it's a spoiler to say it. I think HorseyEatYou's name comes from poppies or something like that. I forget. I don't know how it's related exactly. I just know poppies and HorseyEatYou are related in some manner. Anyway, yeah. See you guys next time when we head to prison camp to save our friends and Koi and Skyo. And French cooking boy. He's not our friend. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.